Hello, bonjour, guten tag, welcome.
Hola.
Welcome to Jovial Entertainment's On the Chopping Block movie reviews. Today we've got a very special review. Now,
So special.
we screwed up a little bit recently and we didn't do a theatrical review for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, so we're remedying that situation and we're going to do a review on Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, longest title ever, Ultimate Cut review.
It's over 3 hours, bitches.
It's going to be pretty cool.
So guys, big question.
Yep.
Batman or Superman? Who's team?
Well,
Who do you prefer?
who
Which
do
team
you
are you
want
on?
to know who you are?
Me? Batman. He's the best. Oh.
Always Team Batman.
Yeah.
No, I'm Batman.
Fuck yeah.
Batman. Superman. Fuck up, Scott. No one asked you.
Shut the fuck up,
Go
Scott.
home.
Let's go. So Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is the newest movie in the DC universe and is directed by Zack Snyder,
Yes.
who was responsible for Man of Steel, which I'm a fan of. I do like Man of Steel.
I was not a big fan.
Well, Chris, wasn't asking you really what your opinion was at that.
I was
that
giving
exact
it, Tom, so...
Well, opinions are kind of like assholes. Everyone's got one. And I don't want to hear about yours. Man of Steel did Watchmen, 300. The dude's a great filmmaker.
Yes.
And so, and he
Debatable. Debatable.
Sucker Punch.
Yeah, it's debatable.
He's
Sucker-
definitely
Hey, I
a
enjoyed a bit of
filmmaker.
Sucker Punch.
I love
don't get me
Sucker
wrong.
Punch, whatever.
And the guy knows how to paint a painting, knows how to paint a frame, does a beautiful
Absolutely.
image. But anyway, so this movie came out, and I'm just going to straight off the bat, I'm just going to get my little rant out of the way first.
Okay.
Okay, so this movie, unfortunately, was under huge scrutiny and like it was just being marketed for about 3 years.
Yeah.
People were just getting hammered with this movie, like Batman v Superman. What? Batman v Superman, dude? Dude, shit! Did you know it's coming in like 4 years, God, bro? Oh my God, Zack Snyder's fucking over.
The hype was unreal.
And then it's like, Ben Affleck is Batman. Ooh, boo, boo, and it was like, ooh, sad flick and all this kind of stuff, and marketing was just hammered with just Batman v Superman stuff, constantly like images, and then there was like sneak peeks, and then finally Comic-Con came around,
Yeah.
and we got our first little video teaser of, armored Batman on the roof with the sign, and then Superman looking angrily, and that's all that kind of we saw, and then people were just like, oh my God, Batman's gonna fight, and it's gonna be this whole movie about Batman fighting Superman, and it's gonna be really, really epic, and again, it just trickled all this stuff, and then DC, Warner Brothers, or whoever I have to punch in the face, just did a really shitty thing and released a theatrical trailer that literally told us the entire film, all 3 acts of it, or as long as this movie was, all 6 acts of it, and just and explained it to us, and like they revealed the true villain. Spoilers, like I've said before, is Doomsday, and it just and it shows you like, oh well, Batman v Superman aren't really fighting now, are they? They're kind of later. That's not really what the title of the movie is
Show them
anymore.
teaming up.
Yeah, and it just kind of ends, and I'm just like, oh, and then so when I went to go see this movie, I was like, and watch the movie, I knew exactly the beats were coming. I was like, well, the trailer pretty much had this bit coming up, so I'm assuming that's going to come up now. And yep, there it is.
My sister didn't watch any of the trailers.
Oh,
So
okay.
she was so
Well,
surprised
yeah.
Wonder Woman showed up.
Well, that's cool.
And at the end she was like, it's
Yeah.
Doomsday. She got super excited.
I know, right? Yeah.
I thought, don't avoid trailers, that's what we've learned.
I have a curse where I have to watch the trailers. So I just get too geeked out about things.
The whole idea of Batman vs Superman is the excitement of Batman vs Superman. Like, what's going to happen? But yeah, the fact that they just royally screwed that over with the trailers, where you know something happens and they have to team up and they're friends all of a sudden. Like, just...
Like, I get it, Warner Brothers. You're super excited that you're doing a big mashup now of bringing Superman and Batman together. And it was pimp, but I think you guys just...
But just put your boner back in your pants.
Just take it back. Like, you're like... what girls undressing in front of you, right? Or a man, whatever. And like, it's exciting you taking the clothes off slowly, and not just being like, nude all of a sudden. Because it's kind of like, like a bit of expectation, a bit of tension for stuff, It's just...
Leave a little something
it's
for the
really-
imagination,
let me think about
please.
something a little bit.
It's really obvious for everyone that they were trying to catch up to Marvel. So they had a bunch of characters in this one movie, and a lot happened. A lot of people say, and I agree, that this is like 3 movies in one. A lot of things happened that just didn't have to happen in this movie.
Yes.
They needed to spread it out. It took 5 years to get to Avengers, didn't it?
Yeah.
Almost. They took their time to get there.
The reason that movie worked today is because you got all these central movies to build up these
Exactly.
characters, and it
Instead of
worked.
just boom, they're in the
Yeah.
same movie, and
I still, for me anyway, I feel like it was one movie, but there were just elements of, that would be parts of other movies splashed in there for maybe no reason or very poor reasons.
It really is, even though it wasn't done perfectly, it's really a Man of Steel sequel, which it kind of is, but Zack Snyder wanted it to obviously be a Batman movie as well, and so he found it difficult, obviously, to focus. And I know it's really difficult. Marvel can do well at splitting up characters, and like, you know, for example, Civil War was a perfect example of like balancing between characters. And this one, they spent this. I found that Batman v Superman, the second act of that movie, becomes very slow. Like, it becomes, you're constantly cutting between the two cities. And it's investigation journalism, and drama. And then you got a curly-haired Lex Luthor, like, rocking up and doing his dastardly plans and stuff. And, like, it just didn't... Yeah, it didn't keep me engaged enough during that middle part. And I think it was just trying to find that balance between the two. And it was a Man of Steel sequel, really. But, again, big spoilers. They had the audacity to kill Superman at the end, but they didn't build him up enough as a character to warrant the emotion of like, holy shit, they just killed Superman.
Yeah.
I should have been crying like a little bitch when he died. I should have been. In the IMAX theater, I should have been wiping tears on the dude's jacket next to me. Because like, and I sat there and I was just like, I get it, because in the comic book, you know, Doomsday does kill Superman.
Yeah, happens death.
And I thought they weren't going to do that, because I was like, well, they haven't built Superman enough to be really like... And again, they tried, and they, you know, they did develop a bit of Superman character, but I just didn't, they didn't build him up enough to be like warrant his death to be so impactful. Which
is sad in saying that, because really you already had the Man of Steel, and up until the end of Batman vs Superman,
enough to build him up.
That's 2 whole movies before killing him.
It should have been doable.
Which should have been enough, but yeah, you're right, it wasn't.
I will say that the Ultimate Cut, he gets a lot more scenes. There's a lot more Clark in this, you know.
And his investigation that he goes into to figure out what's going on is much more of a payoff in this cut.
Yeah, definitely. They show much more of that, which makes some of the scenes later on make so much more sense.
Yeah, and the whole Lex Luthor's plan about, you know, like initially in Africa or whatever, when Superman comes to save Lois, and the Lex Luthor's guys shoot everyone else, and like that's now more explained on why they do that, and why the woman in you know, the Senate hearing was saying those things, because she's getting paid by Lex Luthor or whatever, and being forced to say these things, and it has a different impact.
Yeah, I know. After seeing the extended cut, you just wonder why they didn't leave some of that stuff, even just little bits, just to explain Luthor's plan a little more. Because when watching the theatrical cut, I understood kind of, but yeah, it was a mess, and I didn't really see like how all these things pieced together. Yeah, like how Lex Luthor was behind every part of it.
It was all behind the scenes. You kind of heard about it, and you're like, oh, Lex kind of did that, but in this, it's much more clear what he's doing, and you're almost at times like, Lex is a genius. Until the ending with Doomsday, and then you're like, what the fuck's this about? What's Lex doing now? Like, that still makes no sense.
If Superman hadn't blocked that punch from Doomsday, there would be no more Lex Luthor. That dude would be obliterated.
Should have just let him.
Just job.
That's not Superman style.
Yeah. And okay, let's talk about Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg's character.
The Joker.
Well, yeah, he almost say.
First of all, I didn't quite get all the hate about Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal of Lex Luthor.
No, I get the hate.
Maybe I get it. Yeah. But like all this comparison to either the Joker or the Riddler for some reason, which made zero sense to me. Like there was so much of.
He's a bit eccentric, you know. Like,
but I mean, okay, Jim Carrey's Riddler was eccentric like that. But I'm sure, like in other comic books, the Riddler's like he's this genius. Like he's this quiet. He's not this goofy. I've got this tight outfit on.
And he speaks relatively properly as well. Yeah.
They wanted to try something different, but I felt like they were trying to capture too much of the Joker vibe. I don't know. They just everyone wanted Bryan Cranston to be Lex. You know? He's a real smart, big businessman guy, and they just wanted to have Superman versus Crazy Man, like Joker. So they were trying to replicate that relationship, and I didn't like it. But watching it again, I don't know. There's a bit of enjoyment there, but just as Lex,
and his Lex theme is quite fun and quirky. Like it's really menacing. The tune that they
the music, the score's so good. I love the score.
Junkie XL and stuff did a great job. They did a great job. But his character, is very kind of quirky and fun. But like again, it's one of these things where they're rushing straight to the finish line that they can't develop this character enough. And the fact that Lex, he's pissed off at Superman for the sake of being pissed off at Superman. He's obviously got an issue with the God character or Superman being too powerful. Why is he too powerful? And if he's too powerful, then he's not all good. And it's like, okay, but why are you so pissed off at him that you really want to get rid of him? Like, but they haven't even explained, does he want his power? There's something about Lex is like, I want Superman's power. He just wants to get rid of Superman. And I just felt they could have dived on that a bit more.
Yeah. Another kind of thing with this film people didn't like is that, like we were talking before, they were hyping this movie up. Batman versus Superman, you know? Two great heroes fight. And the reason for the fight is not ideologies clashing, which they hyped up. They said that's the reason they're going to fight.
Right.
It wasn't that at all. It was because Lex stole Clark's mum and
Yeah.
forces him to fight Batman. You know, the whole movie, they're building this relationship up, and it's just that's the reason. You know.
But they marketed this movie as like the whole movie was going to be Batman fighting Superman.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until that.
No, but I still feel like there was a certain, like, with the ideologies, they didn't come down to the physical fight, but they did put them at odds with each other as Clark and Bruce, at least.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's a very vague thing to say, where it's like Batman vs Superman, but I still felt like they were butting heads.
They were.
Like, you know, so they were still against each other.
But you understood why, though.
Oh, yeah, no,
totally.
absolutely. Yeah.
But what makes, I think, like, when you've got two main characters or two, you know, protagonists and antagonists, especially like that, have a good fight scene and they battle, is because they both have like ideals on why they're fighting. So he's fighting because of this, and he's passionate because he's fighting because of this. The reason why I think the Batman vs Superman fight didn't work, especially, is because Bruce is fighting because he's pissed at Superman. Superman's fighting because he's being forced to, because his mum has been captured because of Lex, because of this, and it's this trailer bullshit.
Yeah.
When it would be way more emotional if Superman fought Batman for the fact of, like, I really disagree with what you're doing.
Yeah.
On a personal level, I'm going to rip your face off.
I do think in the extended cut, they do touch at least a little more on the fact that Superman does disagree with the way Batman is doing things, like the whole bat branding thing, where that turns into a death sentence to have that brand in prison. Like, Superman, they show
and you find out that Lex is behind it.
Yeah, they show more of
Which
that
they didn't explain
investigation
originally. Yeah.
of Clark investigating these stories and thinking, okay, well, this Batman is effectively sentencing people to die. Like, he's killing people, like, in his mind. So I felt like the extended cut does touch on that a lot more to at least make that make some more sense.
Yes, definitely, you're right.
But it's still not great, but it makes more sense.
Yeah.
And what are your guys' thoughts on the Martha scene? I do think it's where that Batman suddenly is just like, we're friends, you know?
Oh my god, don't even. Oh my god, Martha, and he just stops fighting?
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, but, okay.
That's a bit weird.
For
but
me, though, like, the name triggered, you know, an emotional response for Bruce, right? For Batman.
Yes.
Like,
That's
so
fine. That's absolutely fine.
That's
Yeah,
like
that's
enough
good.
cause to at least make
Stop.
him stop, hesitate, or whatever.
Think about
and
what
I
he's
think when Lois comes in and says, you know, that's his mother's name. Like, I think for Bruce, that humanized Superman in his eyes. He went,
I agree.
oh, maybe he's not this, like, alien, like, you know, destructive force
He's
that I
got
need
a
to get rid
family.
of. He's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, he's a real dude
Yeah.
with family, and maybe I shouldn't kill him.
He's got a mum. He's got
Sure.
a mum. He's got a
I mean,
mum.
it was
He's
very abrupt. But
Suddenly he's just like, holds him up. Don't worry, friend, I'll help him.
No, like, icing on the
I'll forget
cake.
everything else that you've
Yeah.
done. You possibly... He still doesn't know that he was trying to be a good guy and didn't destroy Metropolis. But he has a mum, so my
But
friend's
no,
going,
it's,
like...
what to me was the icing on the cake. That seems like, you know, that scene happened like 2 weeks later. Was like he ends up rescuing Martha, which is a brilliant fight scene, like one of the best Batman
Fantastic
fight scenes I've
fight
ever
scene,
seen.
yeah.
And then, you know, he saves her, and he was like, I'm a friend of your son's. Bullshit!
Yeah.
You guys were just about to like stab him in the neck with a spear.
Okay.
5 minutes prior.
But the way I justified that, at least personally, in the film, was it was more Batman trying to provide comfort to Martha.
I don't think Batman's
I think
that
it was
way.
poorly written, but I justified it to myself that it was Batman just saying something nice to Martha because she's just been in a horrifying situation, and he's trying to, you know, just...
All he could say was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And then just like gone back in his Batwing and flown away.
I mean, I thought it was worse when Wonder Woman shows up, who's still amazing. Wonder
Woman is a great part of this movie. I'm a big fan.
When
And her theme, by the way, is so cool.
Anyway, back to the topic at hand. When she shows up, and Clark's like, "Is she with you?" And Bruce is like, "I thought she was with you." No.
Yeah, like
Batman's, you've seen her the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know why she's there. Why are you suddenly like,
Yeah,
you and Superman are best mates, right? Like,
yeah, the only reason
yeah.
I think that he might have thought that is if maybe he had a suspicion she was also Kryptonian.
maybe.
Yeah,
like-
maybe.
But if that is the case, they didn't touch on that at all. Like,
Yeah.
so
It was like
Bruce
there
had
for
no
the
reason
trailer,
to
I
think.
guess. It was like in the trailer, it was like, it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not
And
know
but like
that.
seeing the Holy Trinity, that shot of them together was very cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
It is cool, and like when they start smacking away Doomsday, it's neat because Superman's going in. Wonder Woman's great because she gets hit and she grins because she loves this battle. And,
Yeah.
like, she's a fighter by heart, and so they're battling. And I love this bit where like Doomsday does this like big shockwave out, and then Superman's just like blocking it, and then Wonder Woman's got her like braces and she's blocking it, and then Batman just dives under a rock.
Well,
and I was like,
mortal man. He can't,
exactly. But that's what I find so funny. Like,
Batman's
awesome.
the best.
That was
though,
funny.
He's still the best, but he can't.
And I love
fight
he's
against
like
the
he's
god.
shooting grenade launches at him, and he's just like using his grappling gun to get away. But like, and that was funny. Even though that was kind of like Batman gonna get raped in a second, but it was funny. It felt like it's definitely. I think the reason why they're releasing this movie now is like the only kind of edition you can buy. You can get the theatrical cut comes with it as well, but like the reason why they're promoting it is because I think they realised that this was the movie they probably should have released. Because I felt there watching the original theatrical edition that they just things were just cut out, and I feel like they were just trying to hit these beats and trying to get to the movie to a reasonable running time to end. But they just was sacrificed.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess people are afraid. Like, I mean, and it is long. Like to put out in theaters a 3 hour plus
Unless
film.
it's a Peter Jackson film.
Yeah.
And like expect people to like want
But
to.
I think though, because the marketing they did behind it, people want to go see it anyway.
Yeah. Oh no, true.
So it's like I don't think it's not like it's an unknown film. It's like it's 3 hours. No one's going to see that. But like Batman v Superman 3 hours. I think people are going to go. Same amount of people are going to go see it regardless.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't like long movies.
Totally.
So
That's absolutely fine.
They cut scenes that didn't need to be there. They just wanted to get the main beats across, But I feel like with the Ultimate Cut, it just makes it a lot smoother.
Yeah,
the whole
definitely.
story is just
they're just really trying to set up this Justice League movie that they just dropped a trailer the other day at San Diego Comic-Con, which I'm I love these superhero movies, man.
Yeah.
And
I like that
actually.
trailer.
Yeah. Now that trailer's good. Now, they should definitely learn to just
Hopefully
tease
they
us,
have.
man.
Yeah,
Don't tell us the whole freaking movie. and then obviously we've got Wonder Woman coming out soon. And Wonder Woman looks amazing. That new trailer looks amazing, and I think we should be looking forward to that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, but look, Batman v Superman is not. Unfortunately, the reason why it's getting so much attention is because it was just all built up, and everyone's expectations, and everyone was just like waiting for it. And so, but the movie is not a shit show by any means. The movie is very much watchable. It's very fun, and like I would rather have this movie than no Batman v Superman movie.
Absolutely.
Like it's absolutely great. Like the visual effects are amazing. Camera work is amazing. Like I said, Zack Snyder just knows how to paint a picture. He just does this beautiful frame. Ben Affleck as Batman is tremendous. I love him.
Yeah, he's actually probably my favourite portrayal of
Yeah.
Batman as Batman.
He's got very the Dark Knight Returns looking Batman, the Frank
Yeah,
Miller kind of Batman. Very cool, simple. He just knows how to fight.
People were upset that he killed people, but I kind of was alright
No,
with that.
I get it.
It's still, I prefer no killing Batman, but for this version of it, sure.
Yeah.
He's old,
Hopefully
disgruntled, man. He's upset.
I'm
He's
saying
tired.
I'd rather he didn't,
Yeah.
but like I could see this character.
Didn't upset me as much as some people.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben Affleck's Batman was awesome, and camera work's amazing. Editing was fine. Music is great. So, like, visually as a package, it's a really great movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's really nice. And, it's just, issues a few plot-wise, and I think it's just, they're trying to get ahead of the game, trying to catch up to Marvel, and they shoot themselves in the foot a few times, but still, like, not a movie to bag on and be like, this was dog shit.
I don't understand all the hate.
I do not
like,
get
it
that.
does have flaws, definitely, but so much hate for...
The first hour and a half, I think, is great.
Yeah.
Really well done. The build-up's awesome, but just the second half of the movie does suffer. But I don't see why it got such... It was panned so much, it's an enjoyable film,
Absolutely enjoyable film. And, like, the Ultimate Cut is R-rated. Or
Why?
Restricted. But, like, no, I was like, why? But... I know when I see blood and when I don't see blood in the original Cuts movies, and there was a bit more blood in this movie, like smears on walls and a bit more like when people get shot, you get blood hits and stuff. And but to be honest, that if that was an R, that was a silly R.
The main thing I had a problem with in this film was just the existence of Doomsday. I didn't understand the fact that he was in there could have been cool, maybe, but I didn't understand how that fit in with Lex's plan at all, I don't know what Lex's idea was to bring Doomsday out, maybe to fight Superman, or kill Superman. Yeah, and what did he think then? He's just got this giant monster that wants to beat everything to pulp. Like, does he think it was a good idea somehow? I don't know how that fit into his plan, basically.
If Bats had killed Superman, then what?
Yeah,
what was the point?
He was still creating it anyway.
Yeah. I don't see this. But it was just there for something for them to fight,
Yeah, that's the thing. It was just a boss
And originally,
battle.
before that horrendous trailer came out, I was like, I get that Batman and Superman are going to fight, but there is definitely a villain that's going to be a villain in the piece that's going to be there. I was thinking it was going to be a Lex Luthor kind of character that was maybe developing something more technical, like robots or something, I don't know.
Right, yeah.
Or like that armor that he has in the comic books.
Yeah, see, I thought maybe he was going to steal Batman's armor as an idea
Yeah,
to
and
create
use
his
it, yeah.
his
That
Lex's
would have been
power
much cooler,
armor.
actually, yeah. A scene that happens halfway through the film that I still think doesn't need to be there is the weird possible future / dream sequence Batman has.
Yeah.
It's
The apocalypse sequence.
sort of like maybe doing a bit of an injustice thing there, you know? Superman turns evil and it's like that's the possible future and Flash is gonna go back in time and stop it.
Because is that
It's just setting up more movies, I feel like. But you could cut it out of the film and it doesn't change the film at all.
And what is it's total fan service, like I said, parademons, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, just seeing that Omega sign blasted into the desert.
Darkseid's been teased, and
I mean,
parademons.
it's cool, but also it doesn't need to be
No,
there.
you're right. It's one of those editing decisions like, look, it's awesome, and no doubt people are going to love it, but it doesn't add anything to this movie as far as like plot points.
No, yeah, it didn't add anything.
I would rather,
It was cool.
I'd rather they cut that out and then re-added all that other cool stuff from the movie back in to help that plot explain itself.
And another thing is that with all the Easter eggs to Justice League, compared to like Marvel films where it'd always be like an after credits scene, you have Nick Fury and like Thor's hammer, they're building it up slowly. It was just all done in one quick scene on a computer, where Wonder Woman's clicking through and goes, "Oh, it's Flash, cool. Next,
God.
oh, it's Aquaman, cool." It was the most awkward scene of all time.
Yeah,
Aquaman was like,
Yeah.
Sonic boom underwater.
When I watched that as well, that sequence, going through those video files, I
An
thought
email attachment. Email
Yeah,
attachment.
sorry.
Yeah.
Was that it felt like an after credit scene.
Yeah, it was so forced.
That they just slapped in for some reason.
And then they just open this attachment, and then there's all these beautiful constructed icons of all
Someone
the
at
heroes.
LexCorp
Who made those?
designed those.
Yeah. And it's just a real shit way of introducing Cyborg, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and the Flash. But guys, look, man, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, not all bad, not all good, but I think it's
It must be destroyed.
we must do it. But no, watch it because it's a fun movie, and if you love your comic books and if you love your Batman and Superman, I'm a fan, so I enjoy the watch. It's a good film, so. Don't just hear all this negative buzz and bullshit. People are saying like, "Oh, it's horrible, what a waste of time."
Yeah.
Like, no, go
Give it
see
a
it.
chance.
There's a lot there to enjoy, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
all the Batman stuff is so good.
Mm.
And like with the Ultimate Cut, there's a lot more Superman now, a lot more Clark,
Yeah.
and just it's much more balanced.
And I'm well looking forward to again Justice League and the new Batman movie.
Yeah,
Wonder
pumped-
Woman.
pumped
There's
for
no
it.
reason I'm not going to go see that.
Suicide
movie.
Squad.
Oh my god, next week.
Oh!
Oh
my god.
Harley Quinn.
The Joker, Deadshot.
Captain Boomerang.
Yeah. No, it's Captain Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Yeah. Right, so final reviews. Taylor, you go.
Me?
first.
Yeah, I didn't hate the original version. There's a lot to hate on. We've talked about all the things you can hate on now. And Ultimate Cut improves the film. For me, there's so much good in the movie that I might have to like it. The positives outweigh the negatives. For me. So this might be debatable. I'm going to give it an 8. I know.
Yeah,
crazy.
no, I see the fairness in it.
There's enough there for me to like, to not condone it to hell, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So that's
Condone you to Lucifer.
I think I agree with Taylor. The positives far outweigh the negatives for me on this one, and the extended cut just improves all the bits that were kind of missing from the theatrical release. I'm gonna go 7.5 on this one.
close.
7.5. I'm sorry, just a
It's
little lower, but
That's
just some bits that were just a bit silly.
I got too high.
Yeah. Yes. So this movie doesn't have a lot of great. The fight scene alone with Batman going through the warehouse and just take it. That is worth the price of the ticket alone.
Yes,
And that is just. I was like, yes, more of that, more of that, more of that. I chanted. Someone told me to shut up in the movie theater. But it's there's all these sprinkled bits of greatness in that movie, and you can see what it wanted to be. But I think there was I don't know what happened. Maybe interference of some kind, or there was too many cooks in the kitchen.
Maybe,
So the movie's great, and it's visual effects, editing, camera work, everything works musically, and I like Zack Snyder as a filmmaker. So all in all, do give it a chance and do watch it, even though it's got issues. I'm going to end on also a 7.5.
Nice one.
Give it a chance, guys. It's not one of the things you just ignore. I think you give it a chance.
Yeah, definitely.
And you'll have a good time. And I just, getting a bit tired of people banging on it. And it's just like, there are worse films out there.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Taylor Wilson. You may recognise me from Jovial Entertainment. Thank you, man. Come to my attention recently that I gave a review to Batman v Superman. I gave the wrong score. I was a fool. In hindsight, the movie is good. There's enough there to enjoy, a lot of positives. But in the end, the negatives outweigh the positives. So my final score is going to be a 7 for Batman v Superman. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope we haven't ranted on too much.
I think we have.
Or just senseless.
It's like half an hour long video.
Nah, we'll cut you out of the tail. It's fine.
We'll do a theatrical release of this review. So shave
Wait
off
for the
like,
ultimate cut where I'm here as well. I had a lot more to the review. Like,
yeah. Please subscribe. We'd really appreciate it.
Subscribe,
Click
share.
this and subscribe.
Follow me on Twitter.
You can follow all. You do have a Twitter. Wormy Wolves.
Yeah, I tweet.
At Wormy Wolves. And please, we've got a bunch of other great reviews that we've got. You'll see in the corners. And we're also going to be starting our top 5 videos, which are quite cool and fun. And so, what I love about top 5s is they give off like, you know, you watch them, you're like, oh, I actually never heard of that movie. And so it gives people more, I think, to go and find those certain films. So we've got that, and we've got skits and stuff as well. So thank you so much for stopping by and watching these 3 crazy cats rant on about Batman and Superman. See you later.
See you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Jessica.
I'm seriously going to cut you out.